recording now.
Okay, can we hear me now? Yay, hubby. The hubby IT to the rescue. Okay, it's sounding, I can see sound now. Thanks, babe.
I just thought I'd come down here and find you napping.
Find me napping, you're such a brat. So, those of you guys, my husband posted this silly, oh, there we go. Oh, I can hear myself now. So my husband, a couple of years ago, we had just moved into this house, and he found me napping, which is not something that I typically do. I literally fell asleep while working, and I used to work and do digital app for my church that I used to work at back in Utah. And so he found me asleep with the laptop fall over on my bed. He has this house so freaking cold all the time, so I grabbed my robe to like kind of use as a blanket and put on my arms. So he thinks it's the funniest thing. So every year I get beat up by that dang picture. I mean, like, we literally had just moved into the house. I scrambled to get the girls ready for back to school and all of that. So, but I guess we gotta forgive him because he did fix the sound. So anyways, you guys, so sorry that the sound was not working. But going back to, I guess, what I was saying before, I am just making this pumpkin spice mug, and then I thought we would do some lettering, do some fun shading on this, and get going. I'm using turquoise by Delta Cream Coat. Bet you love me. Well, I'm glad somebody does, I guess. So anyways, speaking of hubby, he's trying to convince me, push me, nudge me, because I've been wanting to do this for a while. I've been wanting to get a laser cutter, and so we're working on doing that, and I'm really wanting to start doing some paint classes with y'all and teaching painting. I know I've had a lot of people reach out for that, and I would love to start doing that along with including some blanks. So I was thinking that we could do maybe 2-3 signs a month. I don't know whether to do subscription or just have you sign up for monthly, and kind of go from there. But anywho, that's kind of what's going on. So now, you guys, what I'm going to do, I'm going to grab a foam plate here. Yay! Yay, Linda, you're back. Yeah, hubby had to fix my mic. Somehow my webcam microphone got turned off. Who knows? It's probably me. I'll blame it on myself. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just take some of this turquoise, and then I'm just going to hit it with just a little bit of black. Just to get a little bit darker of a shade. Hold on, he moved this down, so I wanted to make sure my cameras are moving. Just cleaning the brushes here. All right. So I'm gonna just take my back of my brush here. We're just gonna mix this up. And what we're trying to do is just get a darker teal, but I might have went a little too dark. A little darker than I think I wanted. for the polka dots. That's okay. What we'll do is we'll just brighten it up with a little more till. Oh, I'm so sorry. At least I figured it out before group tonight, but I guess group I'm going to be doing Zoom. So those of you that don't know, I'm also part of the Craftastic Design Group with hardworking mom, Lori Jacobs, Melissa from Burlap Boutique, and Mel from Mel's Crafty or Corner Creations. So, ooh, yes, I like this color much more. So see how it's just a little bit darker of a shade here. Love the turquoise. Thanks, Amanda, and you snuck in there, girl. I didn't see ya. So I'm gonna grab a dauber. I moved and tried to clean up around here, and that didn't help me because now I probably won't ever find anything. Okay, we're gonna use the 1 inch and 1/4, or 1 1/4 inch dauber, and then I'm also going to grab a sticky note. These help for kind of just the corners that we want to get. So what we're going to do is we're going to just push our dauber, load it with paint here, and then I'm going to take it, go straight across like that. All right, so we'll twist, 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 twist. So basically what we are doing is just creating little triangles, if you can see. So that one will go right there. I'll get one right there, there, go right there, oops. And let's do one right about here. So love having sticky notes. You can get the ones that are shaped. I have plenty of the ones that are shaped for some reason around this house. But you can also get the ones that are just the normal square ones. Those ones are fine too. Hey Megan, how are you? And Lisa, I'm seeing you popped in, you guys. Hello, hello. So would you guys like it if I did a paint party? Would that be something you guys are interested in? I always want to come up with something fun and new and creative. Okay. Just making sure I'm not missing any comments. All right. So all I'm doing is, even though I did do the dauber, I just like to kind of smooth out my paint a little bit, because sometimes it can leave it a little bit bumpy. And where I'm only doing one tonight, usually I'll throw it underneath my fan and then it kind of smooths out the bumps. This one was a new dauber, so it hasn't been beat up by me. Yes, ma'am, would love it. Okay. Yeah, I was thinking like maybe doing 2 or 3 signs a month, and then we'll do a Zoom call and kind of just go over and kind of have like fun. I miss doing my parties. I miss them so much because of COVID. But then I also had so many people that were like, I wish I could do your parties, but I'm, you know, I don't live in your town. So I'm gonna throw that over by my heater for just a second and throw that brush away in there. And sorry, I'm popping my knuckles. My wrists are killing me today. Hey, Dawn. Hey Amy, how are you? Amy's my cousin. She lives in Utah. We grew up literally next door to each other pretty much all of our lives. So I'm gonna go in with doing the pumpkin. I'm gonna start with bittersweet orange. It's one of my favorite oranges, in my opinion. And I think I'm gonna just stick with the 5/8 angle brush. You get this brush clean. So I just use crappy towels, cut them up, and that's what I use for, I'm always about repurposing, guys. But that is what I use for cleaning my brushes. Teresa, I have started making it. I didn't like the first one, so because I'm a picky, but my husband said it was fine, but I'm going to try one more attempt. I'm sure that one will do better. I was pretty tired when I was doing it. I know it's not hard, it's just I wanted a couple of more detailed things in it when I got looking at it, so I'll get to it, I promise, sweetie. Christmas is coming, I promise. I have quite a few things actually cut out. Girls going back to school. Luckily today wasn't as bad as last week. I tried to give myself grace for last week because Lord knows it was rough. We've been doing 100% virtual learning, and whew, it has kicked my butt. I was so tired by the time it ended. I was praying for Friday to get here. Alright. Okay, we're going to shade this pumpkin. So I've got just a little bit of dark goldenrod. I'm going to get my foam plate out. I probably should shake this. And then I'm going to also use just a little bit of the light ivory. And I just put my finger right in there. Ooh, you got the ribbon this week. Ribbon is so exciting. Okay, so we're just using a little bit. I'm used to painting in batches, so I'm pouring like way more than what I need. I'm gonna go down to a 3/8 angle brush. I'm just gonna get that a little bit wet there. And let's go in with a little bit of bitter, a little bit of the dark golden. We're gonna kind of rub that together a little bit. And we're gonna kind of make the circles of that plump pumpkin here. Pick that up again. Actually, I'm gonna go opposite. I like that better. So what we're doing is kind of just giving that 3D dimensional look to this pumpkin. I'll bring it up a little bit closer so you can see, because I know it's hard when everything's a little wet. Okay, and then we'll go right here, get that back in. So you can kind of see, how it's starting to shade a little bit. Just gonna grab a little bit of white, mix that around. We're gonna just kind of start doing little strokes here. And blending that in. Just to give us a fun little pumpkin. So this is more of an advanced type skill. that I would teach, but we would also start off at the basics and stuff like that as well for those of you guys that were thinking about joining my class. That I am just thinking about, I haven't started anything yet, but I was thinking about just doing monthly, and I would send out the blanks for you and that kind of stuff. All right. I got that a little too white right there, that I didn't like that part. Okay. And I'm just gonna grab a little bit. I'm gonna mix it. All right. Kind of go in like there and there. Okay. So you just kind of are playing with the wet colors and kind of just giving those dimensions to the pumpkin. There we go. Okay. So now you guys can kind of see, he kind of looks nice and plumpy and juicy. Big old fat plump pumpkin, right? I'm just gonna throw this extra paint back in the bottle here. You guys can tell I'm used to painting more than one, right? Whoopsie. Hi Deborah, how are you? And Angela, hey. If you guys don't mind, please like and share. Oh, I said that bad word. Oops. Sprinkle, whatever. Oops. Hey Ria, how are you? Hey Cece. How are you, dear? You guys, I just realized I put this away and I was going to do the foam in oranges and that. Whoopsie. It's okay. We'll load what I have on my brush here. So, this one I was going to cream up anyways. We'll just work out of the lid. So I'm just going to go right here. Actually, I probably should just pour this out. Tired, I know. Girl, believe me, I know. By Friday, I was a zombie. Teaching these kids. I have to say that this, so far with the school and everything, I have to say it's much better than what it was in the spring. I will say that. Because the virtual learning in the spring was very rough. I'm not gonna lie. It made me cry a little bit. Okay. So we're gonna hit right here. So I'm just loading my brush, especially the angle, so that I can get that nice edge. And then I'm going to paint the sides here as well. You guys thought I forgot them, huh? I'm really good at remembering those. Joking. Rach, are we just doing questions tonight? Yes and no. I figured for Craftastic, that is the group that I was talking to you guys about a little bit earlier. Cece is one of our members. I will be teaching Cricut basics for people, but I also figured we could do a design as well and kind of go over designing. So I hope that answered your question. I'm kind of just gauging how the group feels because they've had a lot of questions on both. So So the group that I'm a part of, Craftastic Designs, with hardworking mom Lori Jacobs, Burlap Boutique Melissa, and Mel's Corner Creations with Mel. We teach sublimation, painting, graphic design stuff, all that kind of stuff, along with Cricut. I even kind of go into doing the CNC and everything else. So anyways, I will be the teacher tonight in there. Alright, I know this is looking a little bright, but I promise we'll dull it down. Okay, so I've got about the last 2 days. Oh yeah. She's only been home for 2 days and you've been burning the Cricut, huh? I bet. I completely understand. Sometimes as crafters we need a break. Where the heck did that plate go? Oh, it's right in front of me. Silly me. Okay, so I'm gonna use this one and I'm gonna go with a little bit of the darker. And then we'll go with the lighter one, kind of like that, I think. We'll lighten it down. So I'm going, oh, actually, let me clean this for a second. Yeah, what are you making, Cece? That sounds fun. Okay, so we're gonna go with the dark on the tip and the brighter orange there. We're gonna kind of blend them a little bit. And we're gonna just kind of make some shadowing there. I just realized I didn't get there. It's okay. I'll hit it in a second. Okay. And then we will clean up the bumpy lines with the shadowing and everything else a little bit later. All right. So that's kind of what the shadowing looks like, if you guys can see. So it makes it a little bit darker. Kind of gives it a little bit more dimension, makes it kind of shine through a little bit. And then like I said, I forgot right here, so I'm gonna just hit that real quick with some orange. Thank you, Linda. Okay, this is, I should have probably went down a brush, but I'm being a little lazy. All right. We're gonna just grab a little bit, grab right here. Another thing I love about shadowing is, for the most part, you can get your coverage because you're layering so much that you don't have to wait for all the layers as badly. Okay, so that is gonna be done for a minute. I think I will just mix this right here with the cream. All right. So I just used a white ivory cream to mix this with the bittersweet orange. And then this is going to be our other whip color. And don't be afraid to mix colors. Sometimes it's what you need. A shirt, also 3 different types of shapes. Pumpkins. Oh, fun. I love pumpkins. You guys, fall is like seriously my favorite time of the year. And wash pencils. I don't know what you mean by wash pencils, but yes, I do sketch. I just pick up a sketch pad, nothing fancy. I pick up the ones from the dollar store, honestly. And then yeah, I just sorry. I just sketch with the sketch pad for right now, and then I scan it in and then make it more digital. I'm trying my best to learn how to draw on the computer. So far, it hasn't been going so well. I'm pretty sure if I got an iPad, I would do much better. I am an Android person, so it's a little bit hard for me to do the Mac stuff and convert over a little bit. I know everybody has said that the Procreate is amazing for those of us that draw. I've watched a ton of tutorials. I probably will be taking the leap sooner than later. Kicking and screaming probably, but I'm sure once I figure it out, I'll be fine. But takes time. Yes, it does. That is for sure. And I get frustrated because it's like, shoot, I'll just draw it, you know, kind of a thing. But I know it would speed up my process of things so much easier, because then I have to scan it and I have to clean up the image, all of those kind of things. So I'm trying not to be so old school that way. Everybody laughs when I say that, because I really am. I'm old school. I like to just doodle and sketch in a sketch pad. So it's a little bit different for me. Guys, I'm loving this like creamy orange. Kind of has like a peach to it, I think. I joined another group learning to paint the styrofoam heads. Oh, how cool. Oh, that's awesome. Right? I know, I was thinking, I'm like, I'm gonna make myself hungry. And I heard Starbucks has their, has all of the pumpkin spice out now. I told myself I was gonna be done with fall, and that didn't happen. I ended up drawing like 3 more fall things and then 2 more Halloween things, and then I was like, okay, I think I've maybe got it out of my bones and I can start on Christmas. And don't get me wrong, I love Christmas. I just hate how early it has to come sometimes. I enjoy the holidays, I really do. That's one thing about retail that I hate, is that by the time the actual holiday comes or the season comes, you're like, I'm over it. And it makes me sad. Anybody else feel that way? Yes, right? Okay, you guys, with this creamy orange, I kind of I'm not knowing if I want to do anything to it. Maybe I'll add a little bit of white now that I'm seeing the lighter paint. So I'm going to add just a little bit of the ivory or light ivory with the mixture concoction that we already had going on. So I'm just kind of smooth that out so we kind of almost get an ombre going on the brush. And we're just going to shadow that as well. Ooh, yeah, I'm glad I did it. That looks cute. Okay, so we'll get right here. I was so afraid of shading for the longest time. And believe me, I get it. I'm making it look super easy. But it totally becomes like not that hard when you start really getting the concept of it. Cece, it is a cinnamon stick. For the spice part is what I was going for. I thought about doing a straw. Oh, you guys, look how good that looks. Ooh, I'm excited. Let me just get right here and then I will lift it up to the light. Look how good that cream looks. Ooh, wait a minute. There we go. Can you see that? It looks so good. I'm excited. Thank you. Okay. So, we are going to go with, I'm going to move some of these paint bottles out of my way. Okay, those ones are done for a minute. Okay. Oh, hello. Molly wanted to say hi, everyone. Sorry if I just completely killed your eardrums. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is we're going to go with the burnt brown, or autumn brown. I'm sorry, I don't know why I said burnt. Molly, enough. She's naughty. Or actually, I don't know if I like that. I don't know if I like that for the cinnamon. It does have more of a red tint to it, actually. Maybe I'm going to keep it. Yeah. Sorry. It looks like a lot of calories, right? Alright, I'm going to hit this, like I said, with autumn brown, even though I second guessed myself about 6 times. Just cleaning my brush real quick here. And I am also still staying with that 3/8 angle brush. And my squeaky chair that I keep saying I'm going to fix and then I never do. Alright, so I just angled. There we go. Get a little bit more. There we go. Linda, I'm so excited to see your heads. That sounds so cool. I have to admit, I'm a little bit intimidated, but then also creeped out by them. But I think they're so awesome. I'll have to chat with you later about who's doing the class and that. I'm always game to learn things. Okay. So the cinnamon stick, we're gonna just get this brown on the edge here. Okay, and then I'm also going to just grab real quick for the stem this 1/8 of an angle brush. We'll get the stem kind of right here for the pumpkin. Oh, my dogs are down here. I'm sorry, guys. Linda, you're fine. We all have to start out at beginning somewhere. All right. Okay. All right. I think I'm going to stay with this one for the detailing. So for the detailing, it's called Honey Brown. I'm just going to take the brush for a minute, put it in the mouth holder. Okay. So we're going to just at the edge and then the back blend, make a cute little ombre going on. All right. Okay, let me get that just again here. I need my picture for a second. Okay. So we're just gonna make a little round here. There we go. And then we'll make a detail line going down and then kind of off towards the middle. I don't want to do the creepy ones, even though is creepy. Oh, creepy holiday stuff. Yes, I've seen her stuff before. Oh yes, for sure. No, I get ya. I'm gonna just barely wet my brush here. There we go. Just get right here, kind of blend this edge right there. Okay, so there is our cinnamon. Can you see that? It's looking dangerous. I am gonna go ahead and just do a quick little liner here. So barely having my brush touch. And then let me make sure I'm going the right, yep. I'm going to also grab just a little bit of that honey brown and do the same thing. There we go. Ooh, I'm loving this. Yeah, but creepy heads. I know, my husband has a thing with dolls anyway, so I'm sure he would lose his mind. So he's like, look, honey, Look what I brought home. Creepy heads. Look what I made. He'd be like, please stick to the wood. Please, please, please. I beg of you. Alright, I'm just going to get the stem of this pumpkin real quick too. Well, we've got the browns out. And then I'm going to just make a small little detail line there. And there we go. Alright. Guys, I'm loving how this is turning out. Okay, let's do some green. So I've got light foliage and medium foliage. Okay. So I'm just going to load the brush. Get this cute little leaf here. And we'll make sure we're nice and dry and we can start doing some wording. I need to get into doing better wording and be more confident with my wording. Because right now, I'd rather just print it off. Everybody always has told me I have cute handwriting, but it's like, I second guess myself about that. I'm sure everybody has their things, right? Hey Carla, how are you? So I'm just gonna get the edges here. We're gonna ombre, maybe. The ombre didn't like me a little bit. There we go. All right. So I'm just gonna ombre right through here. Give it a nice little shade to the leaf. And then I keep rubbing right here with my brush. I just need to be patient, let it dry for a sec. And then we will grab a vine and do a couple little vines on the pumpkin and then do wording. Thank you, Linda. Okay. So I'm gonna do the dark first and then we'll go back over with the light. Okay. Go. I'm just going to dip right into the light. Give a little bit more. There we go. All right. Throw that over there for a sec. What time do we do Craftastic? I will be on 7 Central Standard Time or 8 Eastern Standard Time. And then all the other times, I don't know. Mountain Standard Time, I guess, would be 5. There we go. No, 6. Yeah, because I'm on at 7. So all the time zones in my head. They get confused. Yes, Carla, your time's 6. Yes, that's right. Okay, I'm just going to grab a little bit of black here. We're just going to hit the detail lines. All we're doing is just kind of cleaning up. So you guys doing anything fun for Labor Day? It's coming up quick. Labor Day weekend. We normally don't do anything, but I think I gotta say quietly, we're gonna surprise the girls and take them to Wisconsin Dells. It's been it will be our first time there. Besides, we did pass through it when we were headed to Minneapolis. So yeah, we thought it would be fun to kind of take them there. They've been wanting to do a water park, and everywhere around here the water parks are closed. So we were thinking that would be fun for them. We need to water down this black. Just not wanting to do lines well. There we go. Okay, let me get around this edge. Where are we staying? We're going to stay at the Great Wolf, I believe. Actually, I don't know why I said I believe. I know. I was there when hubby booked. Yeah. So hopefully, we've never done Great Wolf before. I hear people love it, so fingers crossed, right? Alright, I'm gonna just do like a little kind of there, just to kind of give a little dimension to the cup. I don't want to play too much right here because that's where our wording's gonna go. Get the black going, and then we'll go back in and do the white lines. You know what else I thought might be cute is some speckles. What do you guys think? From what I understand, yes. So yeah, Wisconsin Dells is about 2-3 hours from our house, so not too bad. pumpkin outlined here. Barely letting my brush touch. There we go. Look at the leaf here. All right. You know what? I think will be fun. I'm gonna add a little cutesy, because you guys know I love my little swooshes. I think there needs to be a swooshy here too. All right. Let me throw this over by the dryer. Sprinkles? Okay, we'll do sprinkles. Like, you know, like the spice, you know, like the spice meg, whatever, nutmeg. There we go. Like, whatever it's called. Thank you. Okay, let's try to see how dry we are. The liner dries usually pretty fast. I'm going to get out the white carbon paper, which I have right here, which I'm trying not to get in the paint. I saw that too. That is such a cute one. I love that one too. I know, I was trying to decide on all what to write. All right. So we're just gonna put the white carbon right here. Whoop. Actually, I better turn off my fan because everything's blowing. I'm thinking of kind of doing it at an angle, and I thought it might be cute. Let's see. Not like that, I'm thinking. So I'll throw this on. Grab one of my little stylists. Hi Monica, how are you? Alright, so all I'm doing is just doing a quick outline. Nothing too fancy. You know, if you felt more confident with your writing, which I don't quite, you could just use chalk and do that way as well. When it's something small, I have a little bit harder of a time. I like to write big, I draw big, all that kind of stuff. So for me to do small is a little bit more difficult for me. So I would rather just kind of get a small little template for myself and do that. And then the white carbon copy you can pick up on Amazon. I do have my affiliate links. If you go to my site, you'll be able to pick up where I get my brushes, the paint I use, and those kind of things. Like I said, they are affiliate links, so I do get just a little bit of pennies from the sale, but it does not make your sales go up or anything like that. So I don't know if you guys can see it. I'll lift it up so you can see a little bit of what it looks like. So it gives just kind of a nice little template for me to use. And then I'm feeling a little bit lazy tonight, so I'm just going to use my paint pens. Carla, is that to me? Did you want me to make you something, sweetie? Let me bless my page. Thank you so much, Monica. I appreciate that. Come on, Pim. There we go. So I will do, normally I hand paint my lettering. I'm just not feeling it today. So we're going to use the pens. Some days I have it in me, other days I just don't. It doesn't matter either way. It covers about the exact same. It's really just preference. I probably should have went to the bigger one for the filling in. So basically you're just coloring it in like you would do, you know, a marker, that kind of stuff. We'll probably have to let this dry and then I'll have to color one more time. But even if I was painting, we'd have to probably do the same thing or get a nice good glop on there. White is just one of those things when you're doing handwriting, you're going to have to cover it at least twice. Pumpkin spice and Jesus Christ. Okay, Carla, not a problem. I will get one to you. I forgot to put the link in for this sign for you guys so that you could go get it, but I will make sure to send you an invoice for it, sweetie. Hey, Tracy. How are you? Thanks for hopping in. Alrighty. Okay, so we're just going through here. We've got the K. I know, watching me write, so much fun. So one of the biggest things when you are doing lettering and stuff like that to remember is you do anything that's going down with your downstroke, that's going to be thicker, and anytime you go up, it's going to be thinner. So it's one thing to kind of help you remember when you're writing things and stuff like that and trying to make them look really cute, because I know lots of people get confused. So see how I'm going down? This part is going to be a little bit thicker, and then I'm going up, so it goes thin. So the S, because we're going down, will be thicker. I am just going to color with the bigger one. Oh my gosh, it's driving me nuts. I don't typically write this small, so that's why I did the template. Because me and writing small freehanded, it doesn't work. I write big. So I'd have a big mess with the chalk paint, or with the chalk. But if you do have a mess with the chalk, all you do is you just really make sure that your paint is dry, and then you just go over it with a baby wipe, comes right off. Same thing after your wording. If you mess up just a little bit. Oh, what am I doing? Like I tried to mess up there. I think I thought I was on the E. Sprinkled, hey Kathy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. Kathy, I got your ghost out to you today. Thank you for your order. I hope you love her. She is one of my faves. I think she's adorable. All right, screw it, we're going to thicker. There we go. There we go. Sometimes that thinner point, it just does not like to cover. I don't know if I'm a fan of it or not. All right, so we'll let that dry a little bit. I am going to do just a little bit of white detail work here. Hey, Susan. I know, surprise you guys, I'm live. It's only been a little while. My husband's like, are you ever gonna go live again? I guess I should. But the girls got done, so I have the girls downstairs so that I can try and attempt to get some things done. Hi Jean, how are you? And with that, I don't know if it's a good thing or not, because they'll do their homework, which is great, but then I'm like, can you get out of here? Because mom needs some alone time. So I'm just putting a little bit of highlighting on our cute little juicy pumpkin. I don't want to take too much away from the shading that we did. I think I'm going to go around some of these, or all of these dots, and add a little bit of black to kind of spice them up just a little bit. This kind of had the white from already, so I'm not going to play too much there. All right, I'm thinking I'm loving it. I know I have that plate that already has some black on it, so what I'm going to do is just get some more water. This black is really thick black, so when you're doing lining, you do not want a real thick paint. You want to thin it out, whether it be with a little bit of water or getting a medium. That will work too. I should suggest mediums, but I don't. Oh, I'm seeing a couple of people pop in. Oh, is Al on here? Thanks, Al. Thank you, thank you. I am so excited with how this one turned out. I'm not going to go too much into the wording. Ooh, we got a little bit crazy there, so we'll just make that dot look a little bit fun. Okay. There. And then we'll hit just right there. There we go. Oh, hey, that one in the middle that you missed. Whoopsie. I wanted to make sure to do the polka dots after, just because I wanted to make sure that the lining and wordings didn't go over. You could go over it, but where I knew I was going with white, I really wanted the white to pop. So there we all are, guys. Oh, I was gonna add spice. I forgot. Almost forgot. Let me grab my handy dandy toothbrush here. Whoops. We're gonna get that a little bit wet. This is a clean toothbrush. It's never been used on teeth, I promise. We're gonna get it in the nutmeg here. Okay, so I'm just gonna oh, it's cute. Okay, I'm not gonna go too much with it because I'm liking how it is. Can't screw it up. Okay, there is, do you guys see the little nutmeg flakes? There you guys go. Let me flip cameras. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. So there is, like I said, the pumpkin spice probably needs a little bit, one more coat, but everything else, and then you can see the little flakes. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. Thank you, Kathy. All right, guys, I say every time I'm going to be better with lives because I love doing them. It's just, you know how I guess. Life gets in the way, and I need to stop making excuses. But, you know, with how YouTube is with kids, and it makes me more nervous that my kids are going to pop down. But anyhow, oh, did you guys want to see my other cute signs I have in the back? These are the ones that I got done for last week. We'll share those with you guys too while you all are on. So we have our cute little owl. So she's got the little eyelashes, some glitter, shading, all of that. Thank you, Tracy. And then we've got the caramel apples. I was just gonna do a regular caramel apple, and then my daughter was like, you need to make that into a face. So we went a little funny with that. So there's that one. Oops, I'm off camera. I'm reading. Oh, thank you, Linda. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. All right, guys. Well, I will see you later. I'm praying one more live this week. I think we might do another little pumpkin spice thing because I couldn't decide whether I wanted to do the mug or I wanted to do, you know, the frap. So we might be doing both. But I was thinking with this one, some buffalo check and, you know, the pumpkin and some fun stuff. So look out for those. I'll probably do that soon for another live. I don't know. I gotta go get some tape for it though, because I think doing the tape with the buffalo check makes it so much easier. So, Dorbs, thank you, Susan. All right, you guys, I appreciate you guys hanging out with me, and I will see you all later. And those of you that haven't before, I have to remember to do this, or are new to me, please like and share, and make sure you follow me so that you can see when I'm live again. So I'll talk to y'all later.